How should we lay out a garden's feng shui? Hello, I'm Grace. Today let's talk about an interesting topic in garden design, feng shui. Throughout my career in landscape design, I have heard many stories about feng shui masters. For example, a client once hired two feng shui masters. The first suggested placing the water feature on the east side. The second one recommended placing it on the west side. So the client, confused, decided to build one water feature on each side. Even more exaggerated, a businessman hired a feng shui master at a high price to choose an office for him in an unrenovated office building. The master recommended the best room for feng shui. After touring the building, he couldn't recognize the very room he had just recommended, and then claimed the feng shui of that room was actually bad, creating an awkward scene. So some people might question, is feng shui just superstition? Not necessarily. First, we need to understand what feng shui really is. If you say feng shui is about placing objects in certain spots to help you get promoted or make money, then I think that's superstition. But if you say feng shui is about creating a good environmental landscape that brings positive energy to your vitality and mindset, thus affecting your life and career, I believe that is the true essence of feng shui. For 4,000 years, the Chinese have used feng shui to design their homes, and it still plays a key role in urban planning and building location. If feng shui is simply understood as the impact of physical factors like lighting and ventilation on people, it remains somewhat superficial. Speaking of feng shui, let's start with a word, zhongling yuxiu. This term refers to the natural environment that gathers the spiritual energy of heaven and earth to produce outstanding talents. With one side of the soil and water on one side of the people is a reason. That is to say, the natural environment can have a huge impact on people. This is no doubt. Our goal in designing a garden is to create a place of zhongling, and this spiritual energy comes from the natural forces. This is feng shui. Without the concept of feng shui, if we design gardens solely based on functional use and visual aesthetics, the results may go against feng shui, failing to achieve the true purpose of garden design. So what are the characteristics of a good feng shui garden? First, Kang Feng Zhu Qi. We know that backing the mountain and facing the water and Kang Feng Zhu Qi are crucial considerations in urban planning and rural site selection. Among these, Kang Feng Zhu Qi is a very important principle. What does Kang Feng Zhu Qi mean? It means being able to gather the natural energy, which affects your psychological state, giving you a sense of safety, fulfillment, and happiness. So what is this natural energy? For example, on a sunny day, we feel happy and full of confidence, while on a gloomy day, we feel down and discouraged. In the spring, when all the flowers are blooming, we feel joyful and satisfied. In the fall, when the trees and grass are dying, we feel depressed and sad. These are the different feelings that natural energy changes bring to us. Tranquility, pleasure, confidence, tolerance, and compassion are the foundations of mental health. Hiding the wind and gathering the qi means gathering nature's energy, positively impacting our psyche. In a garden layout, we can surround the area with buildings, walls, and plants, keeping the center open. Keep the center area open. This varied elevation layout can effectively gather natural energy, bringing positive psychological effects and creating a sense of security and stability. The flow of natural energy follows the laws of nature. Generally speaking, curved and naturally integrated layouts are better for gathering and flowing energy. Straight lines, on the other hand, are not conducive to preserving energy as they speed up its leakage. Sharp angles disturb the flow of energy, making it feel cold and rigid. Therefore, winding paths and curving garden paths help the natural flow of energy, aligning with the principles of Kang Feng Zhu Qi. Therefore, the layout of a feng shui garden should be organic, curved, integrated, and natural. A garden that gathers positive energy can provide an optimistic and uplifting psychological experience. Our design philosophy is to first establish the environment and then let the environment shape the people. I'm Grace. Please subscribe to my channel. I will share some garden knowledge with you.